Hey guys, what's up? It's Michael back, and today I'm doing something. I just went live. I'm doing something a bit different. This is an event. It's for Chess4Unity. It's called Challenge Me. Basically, you can find the details on our website, chess4unity.com, or you can use the command !Chess4Unity, and it will pop up, and all you have to do is go to that website and you can find all the information. But basically it's just a free event and anyone can challenge us, and basically you play either a choice of 3 plus 2 or 10 plus 2 for 1 hour. And yeah, there's live stream option. And yeah, basically just make sure to check us out, Chess4Unity. And so here, I'm playing my opponent, Oliver. So he started as white, I am black here. And yeah, so we start off, he plays some sort of Sicilian. This is mainly a Najdorf, and he's starting off pretty well. I think it's quite a decent position. I think I'll just go e6 here, try and develop my bishop, finish up castling, and we'll see. We'll find a middle game plan once I get everything finished up. And white has a couple of ideas here. White could go for Maroczy bind type position, but there's definitely variety of ideas. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So he goes for ambitious g4, definitely very ambitious. But I think I can take the pawn now. So g4 is definitely very ambitious and a good idea, but I think usually you want to solidify your pieces, get your pieces out, and get your center solid before you start any type of push. But the game is far from over yet. Okay, let's see. Puts rook to e1, putting pressure down the file. Okay, so I have a couple of candidate ideas here. Knight c5, d5. I'm leaning towards d5. I just have to make sure f3 doesn't hit too strong. Okay, we have two viewers, I assume they're watching. Okay, so f3, that's a good idea. It's kicking out my strong knight. So knight d6 is one possibility. Knight f6 is another. But I want my bishop on d6, so let's see. Yeah, I'll go knight d6. Knight e6 isn't a problem. It's an ambitious sacrifice again, but I think it tactically works out for me. But yeah, he's played decent so far. He's got his pieces out, and he's applying some good pressure on my king. I just have to make sure I finish development and get castled and try to solidify with my pawn advantage, which hopefully I can capitalize on later. Bishop f4, that's another good developing move. I believe I'll just develop again. Let's look for some other options maybe. I'm leaning toward queen b6. I want to put this pin down because he always has knight f5 ideas, which is not that. Knight f5 is always cheeky. Okay, so he takes there. I will take with the bishop. Yeah, I think I have a comfortable advantage, but it's definitely interesting. See, castles, he plays king h1, I castle. So I think we're both trying to get our kings to safer positions, which is very logical. I think I should be going for e5. That looks strong, but knight f5 is a potential idea, so gotta be careful on that one. Okay, so he plays b3. It's a good idea, defending the pawn from my queen that was attacking it. Yeah, I feel like he has some weakness on the dark squares, so I might try to capitalize there. For now, I'm just going to bring my rook to c8. It's a semi-open file. Yeah, this is a one hour event, so I was just setting up a timer real quick. Okay, so he's spending some time here. Yeah, I think I might have bishop b8 ideas now. Yeah, knight d2. It's a very good idea to develop, but I think you should have watched out because now I can take this knight because it's often good to develop in general, but he cuts his queen off to the knight on d4. So I think maybe he should have started with c3 or something along the ideas of that to solidify his knight on d4, which was very strong. But that was a good idea in general. Now I think I'll go for queen f4. The same idea I was trying with bishop b8, just to get this on some battery and target h2, which is a bit weak. Maybe provoke h3, create more dark square weaknesses at some point. Here right now my stream, it doesn't show the names. I'll add the names real quick just for the stream, make it a bit better. Yeah, you see this real quick, but I'm going to cut it off to my name. Hold on, I'll fix this real quick. He made a move. Rook c1, definitely a good idea. Defending c2 extra. I think queen f4. Let me find a place to put this. Not sure where to put this. Add the second name first. Okay, so he plays c4. That's a good idea. He's trying to break open the center. But yeah, queen h2 checkmate is the issue with that. But yeah, that was a good game. And we'll go for the second game with a rematch. Okay, so I'll start out with e4. Let me make this smaller real quick. Okay, you played e5. Maybe I can make my webcam smaller. Oh no, I can fit it right here. Okay, that looks like a decent layout. Maybe my name in this should be switched. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better, guys. Okay, e5, knight f3. Just develop. Bishop b5, I might go for some Roy Lopez or Spanish. But yeah, knight c6, very logical. He's defending the center with his knight. Good idea. Bishop b5, I'm putting pressure on the center indirectly. What's this? Grab is best. Type in the chat. Exclamation mark Chess4Unity. Here, I'll do it for you. Here, I can close this real quick. Okay, b5. Good idea. It's quite common in these e4 lines, especially in the Roy Lopez. Yeah, knight a5, it tries to gain the bishop pair, which is often a good idea because bishop pair can be strong, especially in the Spanishes. But usually it's a good idea to prepare with d6 or somehow defending e5 because the knight on c6 does defend e5, so it leaves its post by playing knight a5. Okay, d6. I can just play it simple with knight f3, but knight c6 is an idea, but I think knight f3 is perfectly fine. Knight c6 is over dramatic, and I don't see how I'm really creating real problems. Maybe bishop g4 now, develop the bishop. I have castling ideas. Yeah, it's been an interesting start. Knight c3 is probably an idea with knight takes b5 ideas. I think I'll just go bishop e3 now. Nah, it's like I'm playing castles. I like castles better. Okay, knight c3. Is it possible? Do I want to go for f4 eventually, or do I want to play d4 eventually? Probably d4. d4 looks more logical. Let's go rook e1. f4, it's a bit suspicious. Well, not suspicious, but at least a lot of... See this diagonal exposed, and then he has d5 eventually. So I'll probably just go rook e1, solidify and develop. Knight on c6 would be good now. Pretty strong. d5, definitely an interesting way to strike in the center. I think I'll push. I want to keep the center closed for now. Hold on, I'll be right back in. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Came back, got some water. He played knight g4. h3. Pressuring and kicking his knight. I think he has to go knight h6, and then bishop takes h6 should be considered, but I don't want to give up my whole bishop pair yet. Probably play d4. And knight h6 like expected. I'm leaning towards d4, and yeah, I think I like d4. Solidifying my center. He should probably play knight f5, but the knight is a bit short on squares because I have g4 there, but I'm not sure how good that is. But f5 is usually a strong square, especially in the French, but this case is a bit different. Bishop e4, c3 definitely. Attacking the bishop. c5 could be a weakness. So b4 is definitely a possibility, but it's double-edged if I push my pawn to b4. It controls squares, but it weakens squares. I actually like it though, because c4, a4 weakened, but the knight needs to get to b6, and it is pretty far from b6. So I think this is better for me in the short run, and I can bring my knight to b3, play knight a5, much quicker than he can bring his knight to b6 and play knight a4, knight c4 ideas. Or I think I can think about taking on h6 now, because now the two knights I think will dominate. So I'll definitely take this guy. Don't mean to sound too confident, but I feel like this is a positional masterclass for me. Okay. Knight b3 next. Yeah, I think the knight will do well and thrive on c5. And if he trades this knight off with the bishop, the dark squared bishop, I think it's good knight versus bad bishop type position. Also, I think I would take with the d pawn. Knight d4 looks strong. Queen d4 looks strong after that too. Here, I'm just finalizing the layout real quick, because we had an unexpected turn, so I had to switch my layout. Okay, Okay, so rook e8 was played. Okay, so what are some candidate ideas here? Knight c5, one option. Can I win a6? I mean, looks good. I can at least put pressure on a6, rook a3 after. So that's one plan, one option. Another option is to somehow attack on the king side, because the king, it feels a bit weak. Yeah, I'll play knight c5 first, and then depending on what he does, I might go rook a3. I might just leave that there, play knight g5, queen h5, queen f3, but it's a pretty flexible position. And I think what black should be doing here, black should be thinking about counterplay, because if black lets me carry out my plan, it will be too comfortable for me. Thank you for the follow, Evan Chessmaster. Thank you for the cheer. Love it. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. No, not the fall. The cheer. You're already falling. Appreciate it so much, bro. Thanks for the cheer. Okay, so bishop e7. Yeah, so he moves his bishop away, so I'll go queen d2 for the moment. Also, what's up, Evan Chessmaster? How you doing? No one even cheered. So now you're the bits leader. Appreciate that. You're my first cheer. Okay, so bishop f8, bishop g5 goes bishop back to g5. I'll take that, and I think I go for a6 now. Since I appreciate Evan's cheer a lot, gotta give him a shout out. Everyone, go! I need to make it automatic next time. Yeah, everyone go follow him. Twitch.tv/Evan Chessmaster, or just click on it. Okay, so knight back to c5, no problem. Of course, no problem. Okay, so now we have 2 pawns up. We just have to focus on our conversion now. Thanks for more. Appreciate it. Of course they don't stop. That sounds nice. Sounds epic. I think I can take this. If bishop takes rook a6, yeah, bring my rook in that way. That's an interesting way to bring in the rook. It's pretty effective, not gonna lie. Rook f6, yeah, it's just an idea that everyone should, learn from. Rook a6. The rook doesn't always have to go in the good old-fashioned way. Rook e1, rook e3, rook a6 is effective. So actually, this goes for a lot of games. A lot of chess games, they start out positionally, and then usually it finishes tactically, similar to this. So, definitely. Okay, now I just have to find the mate. Should be sufficient with just my rook and queen, but of course I can bring my knight to h5 through d3, f4, and h5. Okay, let's see. So he's definitely spending some time trying to find a defense. That's really good. Usually when you realize that you need to turn something around in like a practical over the board game, you should definitely, that's a critical moment. You should spend some time, find what are your chances. Do you have any ways to like finesse something, get something back, and just cut your losses and then try to play. Just don't play normally after. You have to find a way to switch it up, get something that's unique that will help you. Because if you just play with your opponent, becomes quite simple, their conversion. So, okay, bishop e6, training with my knight is just nonsense because my knight's super strong. Queen h6. I think his best defense is bringing the queen closer. See if he can find good ways. I see 2 good ways to bring the queen closer. Sub to my YouTube. You're my most loyal follower. I mean, I only have like 80 followers, but you still are my most loyal follower. Okay. Appreciate it. Knight f93, knight f4, knight h5 next. It's just a matter of time now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is I'm playing against my opponent in this event for Chess4Unity. Here, I'll do a command. 85 bits, you are the best donator ever. But anyways, Chess4Unity. This event called Challenge Me. He challenged me, and basically, yeah. Basically, they get 1 hour of 3+2 or 10+2, and then after that, okay, knight to f4 next. After that, then you get like 30 minutes of game review. So yeah. Queen a1, he's definitely putting some counterplay. Of course, white should still be winning here, but that's definitely a good try, and it's good for practical use. It's definitely better than giving up, cause yeah, trying something. So yeah, this is interesting. He defends h7 indirectly with this queen and attacks my knight. So he's finding some good resources. Knight f4. Okay, now we just need some subs, you know? F0 subs. I mean, my friend said he was gonna sub, but he never did. But it's okay, because people get free subs. 1 free sub with Twitch Prime. He already used it. He thought he had more than 1. Okay, so now mate is inevitable. So yeah, this was basically, notice how white had a strong knight on c5. The c5 knight was dominating positionally, and then when the battle finished on the king side, just transfer it. So don't be afraid. Move your knight. Okay, so he's running a bit low on time. See if he has any resources. I don't think he has, but yeah, I don't think he has. It's a good game. Definitely a tough game. It's a good game. Probably move on to the next suit. Maybe he should have tried king h8 earlier, so he has rook g8. Maybe instead of taking on b2. That was an interesting idea, actually. He gets some not it's like underrated counterplay. I mean, instead of queen b2, queen f1 with the rook on g8. I mean, white should still be much better there, but that's some chances, I feel. Use your channel points. You got the pencil salute. Nice. How many channel points do you have? Mikey points, never mind. I named them Mikey points. Okay. He's definitely a hard worker, calculating well. Four viewers, boys. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, good game. Let's move on to the next rematch. I'm gonna play as black this time, and let's go. I might switch up my opening, you know, give your opponents a taste of a lot of different openings. It's definitely better practice. So I played a Sicilian the first round. I'm gonna play e5 now, just a classical Spanish. I haven't played this much, but let's see how this goes. So I know some general ideas about this. I haven't memorized any theory, but this is highly positional. Rather, well, there's tactics in places, but it's more positional than a Sicilian for sure. So not highly positional, but more positional than the Sicilian I played. Okay, so I can go bishop c5 or knight f6. Knight f6, knight g5, I'm wondering about that line. I had never played that as black before. I used to play that when I just started playing chess. For white, I'd always play the fried number. I'm not going to play that fried number, because, no, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll just develop normally. Okay, knight c3. You know, there's one thing I'm noticing actually. I've never looked at this from the black point of view, and the d5 square seems weaker than it actually is from the white's point of view. Okay, bishop d3, that's very solid. Castle. Okay, so I have d6 now, that's one plan. Yeah, I like that plan of d6. Probably knight e7, knight g6, typical Spanish stuff. His idea might be knight e2, knight g3. Bishop b5, that's again ambitious. I like knight d4, I think now. Put in some attacking force. If he takes, I take with the pawn, and e4 is hanging. Yeah, taking with the bishop looks more natural in general, but you always have to look out for pawn takes because it's attacking the knight. If I took with the bishop, it wouldn't be attacking the knight, and now e4 is under fire, and I don't think white can save it. Alright, see ya. Thanks for the support, Evan. Okay, so I think I'll just be up a pawn. It's gonna be an interesting pawn. It's not... I'd rather have it on the e-file, but it's still interesting here. So now there's a dilemma for me. Either knight takes c5 or pawn takes c5. Yeah, pawn takes c5 feels much more natural. And knight d6 is coming. Yep. Okay, I'll take that. So we have opposite color bishops, which in an endgame definitely increases the draws, but I feel like a lot of people, they see opposite color bishops and they assume they have an easy draw, but that's not the case. There's still lots of play left in these positions, especially since it's a middle game. But that's just one thing, one mistake I see a lot of players actually make. They think opposite color bishops is an easy draw. Only reason I don't think that is because I've won and lost a lot of games with opposite color bishops, so you know, I just understood that there's more than a lot of play left. But usually when it does simplify to just two bishops, they're opposite color, drawing chances do increase, but you should know it's never a draw. It's far from a draw. There's still chances, but if you try to win, usually you try to keep rooks on the board. Okay, here I can snatch a c2 pawn, and now my d pawn is passed. Also, opposite colored bishops, they actually help you a lot in the attack, for the attacking side. So, yeah. Queen f3, good idea. Develop. I think I will play rook e8. Okay, I gotta watch out for mate ideas. Just shouldn't get mated here. That'd be bad for me. Rook e8, rook e1 first. Now bishop e4, I think I'm just in time. No queen c8, no time for that. I can take the queen, but do I have checkmate? I feel like I have checkmate. Well, this can't hurt. Let's see if I can find the mate. King f4. I think I should take now. Don't want to give unnecessary chances. Usually when you're winning, try to be technical. Being technical, it means just finding the simplest option, just easily winning. Whether it's sacrificing a queen for rook, but to go into just up 4 pawns, king and pawn ending, you go for that. It's technical. The computer's not going to say it's the best move, but it's technical. It's most practical. It's a better word, probably. So there's no reason to go for like queen d6, queen f6, whatever. He has king e4. Just even if it's winning there, just take on b7. It's very simple, much more technical. Queen f6 is mate, yeah. Good game. Another good game. Let's go for the next game. Okay, I am going to play d4 this time. e4 was positional. That game on positional, but I finished with an attack. I will go d4. Let's see what we get here. d5, okay. Yeah, usually when you start out playing chess, it's always good to play like the d4, d5, e4, e5. Because that helps your understanding of the game a lot more than when you just start out and play the Sicilian and stuff like that. Because those are good openings, but I think it's very good to start out with d4, d5, and those are still good openings at the top level even without not starting out. Okay, so knight d5 here. The knight on d5 often gets strong, but this is a whole line, I think. I believe. Okay, so knight e4. Can I trap the knight? Yeah, I will go f3. Yeah, I think I can trip the knight. Knight d5 is better, just so you know this for future reference. Knight g5? Sneaky, I'm not gonna let you get the chance. But yeah, good try. Yeah, but in general, try to go knight d5 instead of knight e4. It's kind of pattern recognition. You see the structure, you know that the knight's gonna be short of squares. The more you see things like this, the better you'll know it. Okay, I think I can just take this pawn. Okay, f6. I'm thinking about maybe a bishop sack. Hopefully, this can be a spectacular end. Yeah, so there's a cheeky threat of bishop f7 check and then queen e6 mate. It's an interesting pattern. Okay, so he escapes from that. Definitely better than taking on g5. Let's see what we have here. I'm looking at bishop e6. He has to go king c6 there. And I think rook c1 is checkmate, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Wait, yeah. Sorry, never mind. Okay, so rook c1 is checkmate. Yeah. Okay, rematch. So, we're definitely improving a bit. So d4, it's kind of ironic. It started out just tactical straight off the bat. Managed to trap his knight, and yeah. Okay, so he plays d4 now. Let's see. I will go for knight f6. Play some type of Indian opening. No, I'll probably just go for Grunfeld. I mean, I can choose on the spot. Okay. Okay, he goes for Trompowsky, so we're having none of that. So I can go for 94, or I can... Yeah, 94 is the most common, so I'll go 94. Okay, so I'm attacking his bishop with my knight, so you should be careful and make sure he moves his bishop. Bishop h4 is common. Bishop e3 is interesting. It definitely makes the center more solid, but I think bishop h4 is definitely also interesting. I think that's the main line. Bishop e3. Let's see. He's gonna play f3 next. I think f3 is a good move for him. Just kicks my knight out. I'll go d5. Yeah, d5. Okay, so this is definitely a calmer start. f3, good choice by him. And yeah, f3 is nice because not only does it kick out my knight that looks strong, it also leaves this square for the bishop. And after the bishop comes here, he controls the center more. e4 ideas are eventual. So now I have to come up with a game plan. I think I have a setup in my mind with knight d6, g6, bishop g7, knight f5, target d4, knight c6, maybe c6, bishop f4. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I have to do anything about that though. I will just take back with my queen, not with a pawn, because then that would make d5 tad bit more weak, but it shouldn't be that weak. So controls e5 and c5, so maybe I should think about taking with a pawn, but intuitively taking with the queen just looks more natural. Okay, e4. Yeah, his dark squares are a bit weak. But otherwise, I think he's going for a strong center, which is definitely following one of the main principles. Only problem with that, I don't like his dark square weaknesses. Let's see if I can capitalize. Yeah, queen f4 is interesting. Queen b4 I think wins a pawn. But then he just goes c3 and then knight d2. But I can take and queen e3. So my queen, he doesn't have enough compensation. But queen f4, it also looks good. Very good. With attacking e4, going for e3. But I think queen b4 is better. Yeah, I'll play queen b4, check. Gives a check, attacks this pawn. But yeah, I felt like he went wrong. He went wrong by I almost pre-moved queen. I did pre-move queen d4. That was my bad. But he went wrong by playing bishop f4 to taking d6. I think he needed that bishop. So yeah, he could improve on that. Maybe bishop, just keeping the bishop instead, developing e3. Now I'll take here. So he has to move the knight now, otherwise his rook is trapped. Knight d2 I think is his best idea. But I should probably get developing soon because I'm just running around with my queen, which isn't often too good. But the good thing about this is I'm getting a lot of pawns in return, even though my queen's wasting a lot of tempi. Actually, I'm thinking about this move, bishop h6. I'll take on c3 first. It's comfortable for my pieces. I'll be right back again. I'm gonna get some more water, run an ad break. carried back yet. Okay, so queen e3 check is in the cards. Bishop h6 developing. Queen e3 check was really interesting as well. Okay, knight f3. That's a good move because my threat was that bishop takes d2 check, queen takes d2. You can't take with the queen because my queen guards it, and then queen takes a1. So stop my threat really nicely. Now bishop g4. I think I keep putting on the pressure. Gotta watch out for potential. Not right now, but in the future with e5 and queen a4 check. So he goes h3. I think I can take that. Knight on f3 and go with my same tactical idea I had from before. See if there's any other options I have. Yeah, I think I can go there. Bishop takes f3. I might not even take on d2 because I really feel that his king is getting very exposed, but I think it's technical. Again, I can't lose if I take on d2, but I might slip a chance somewhere if I play queen e3, bishop f4. Okay. Yeah, queen c3 check. Queen takes f3. Attacking his rook. So he moves the rook out of danger. Good find. Queen takes e4 check. Oh, bishop f1's a good move. Defends h3. I was planning queen takes h3. Okay, I'm gonna bring the knight in. Knight should join the attack. Okay, queen e2. That's also interesting. It stops knight e5. So I gotta get my queen out. Okay, he snatches the pawn. Rook e8 is nice. Wins the queen, and let's see. Let's find a good mating net. Finish this game. Yeah, it's usually faster just to keep the queens on the board when the king's open. But I mean, if the king was well defended, maybe it's easier if you just trade queens, go into some known winning ending that should be easy for you. But with this king's on the board, there's no reason for me to trade queens, and I even managed to win his queen. Now we just gotta finish it up with the mating pattern. I think probably with the standard one with queen on e2, probably has to defend with a rook, but there's no way to stop it. So queen f3, he can't take it with the bishop because there's this pin with the rook on e8 against the king. So that's a common known idea. It's a good motif that everyone should know. It can help you a lot. And yeah, basically in general, tactical motifs will help you a lot in Blitz. Speed chess, because essentially, when you play Blitz, came across this idea the other day. When you're playing Blitz, you're just playing what you know. You won't play some new novelty, some new discovery, some new invention in Blitz. You're just playing what you know. So in classical chess, you might play something new because you're using your time and brain and you're trying to think of something. But Blitz, even if you're thinking, you're just calculating or assessing. You're not looking for something new that you might be looking for in practice or in a classical game. So that's why the more pattern recognition, the more better you get at pattern recognition, the more ideas you know, it automatically makes you a better Blitz player. And that's why often top grandmasters who got their rating from classical are also good Blitz players as well, because of the amount of ideas they know, the depth that they know in the game. So it's just one idea, one thought. Anyways, queen b2 mate is in the air. Queen a1, queen a2, queen c1, king c1, queen c2. c1. Okay, I think we'll go for one more game after this. And for Oliver, if you're watching, make sure to meet me back at the Zoom meeting after this game. And for other people, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. But anyways, yeah, after this game, this will be the last one, and I'll review games in the Zoom meeting after. So make sure to join that after. Okay, so he's gonna go e6, probably d5 now. And I'll play this standard idea with bishop g2 and then like d3 and going for the center, castles and stuff like that. But he does have some potential ideas that will annoy me on this open g1 a7 diagonal. Yeah, I need to block his bishop, but I don't want to play d4, because, yeah, knight e4, very annoying. Knight g4, that's a good move. That was actually the move that I was hoping he would not play. But yeah, good job, that was a good find. So I have to protect my e2 pawn, but it's looking a bit awkward for me. Hopefully I can castle and consolidate, solidify h3. Yeah, that's also a nice attempt, opening up the center. Yeah, he has to go knight h6 or knight f6. I mean, knight takes e3 is interesting type of move, but I don't think you should play it. It's the type of move you play in bullet. Or not bullet, maybe blitz. Just confuse your opponent. Because then you take on f4, but probably doesn't work. I don't think it works. But the problem with knight f6, well, there wasn't a problem with f6. Maybe he should have prepared e5 more, but now I can just take some pawns. Okay, so I'm going e4 next. Make sure I don't leave a backward pawn and get my bishop out, most importantly. e4. I'll take it back with the queen, and I think I can already start looking to attack the king. Just calculating some things, maybe just considering what's the best way to bring my pieces in. Yeah, maybe not yet. Maybe I should just bring my queenside pieces in, because look at this. This is just nonsense over here. Sorry, I accidentally opened a new tab. But anyways, yeah. Bishop f4, knight d2. f5. Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah, that's actually a very good move. It actually stops my counterplay. Yeah, queen d5 check probably is my best option. Yeah, that was a good move. Now I just gotta try to bring my knight to f4 maybe, because every pawn push does provoke a weakness. e6 is weaker, but yeah, it's definitely annoying. It's definitely good resistance to my potential counterplay. But yeah, now you can try and create some blockade. Maybe put a bishop on d5, put a knight on e6. That's a nice structure. Okay, bishop g5. Yeah, that takes advantage of the fact that I blocked my own bishop to activate the bishop. Now I think you should take with the queen. Yeah, and let's see. Do I have a good knight discovery? Knight f3. See what we got here. Maybe knight g5 next. Yeah, definitely very ambitious. But I think now knight g5 is actually really nice. cuts the queen off from defending. See if he can create counterplay in time, maybe f4. But I think knight f7 is too quick. But yeah, that was a good try. That was a good try. Also, I can maybe think about trapping the queen. But I think he always has a safe square, h4. So I'm always too late. If I wanted to really trap the queen, I should have played bishop g5. Because I cut off every square there, I just need to attack the queen in that line. But I don't see I can attack the queen either. So I think knight g5 is good enough. But he did win the pawn that he lost back. So let's see. If he defends well, then maybe it was a good idea. I might be able to do a smothered mate. That would be instructive. Oh, I think I can. This is always beautiful. When you get a smothers mate, it's always beautiful. It's always beautiful when you get a smothers mate. It's again pattern recognition. So that's always nice. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Oliver, for challenging me on playing. Make sure to join the Zoom. I'll start it up real quick and we can review the games after, but that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or whenever it is. Good games.